Hello everyone in this wide world, this is Crazy Wolf here, and today I'll bring you guys another episode of YGOPRO. Today I'm going to show you guys another of my made decks. This one I call it the Mega Monsters. It's a funny deck to play, and it's a bit unfair for the opponents to play against it. I get it. A bunch of people call me names because of this deck. I don't care, I had to duel against decks worse than this, so fuck it. Who cares? So yeah, today I'm going to show you guys two replays. And one of them, it's so crazy. Seriously, what the fuck? I don't get it how you win against that deck. Seriously, or there is some kind of bug. You guys will see. I never play against something like that. I didn't even know it was possible, something like that to happen. So yeah, on our first replay here, it seems that our opponent has a Star Giraffe deck. Basically, that's what he has. And god damn it, he almost screwed me over. So yeah, on this deck, I have several feed dark monsters and things like that. Well, this deck it's good, but it's not one of those decks that you can 100% or 99% win, but it's fun to play. So we have here the Stygian security. This guy, when he goes to the graveyard, I can special summon one level 1 feed type monster from my deck. It's useful to play when this card, Deck Destruction Virus. This card is one of the most hated cards because it completely eats up your opponent's deck. Unfortunately, I will not be able to show you guys how it works. You will see why. So how does this work? You can only activate this card if one Dark Feed monster wins 500 or less attack is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, and then you send 10 random cards from your opponent deck to the graveyard. 10 fucking random cards. 10 cards. So yeah. And then we have the Film Magician. I love this guy, he cannot be destroyed by battle, and he copies the attack of my opponent's monster. It's cool, I love this guy. I put in every deck I make because I love him. I love this guy, it's amazing. And then we have the spellbook inside of the pot. It's easy, each player draws 3 cards. Yeah. So yeah, let's get started. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I go first, exactly. I draw, and now I have the Time Fusion. Time Fusion is one of my favorite fusion cards of all time. You simply have to banish one card from your hands, and you can select one fusion monster from your extra deck and special summon in your next turn. You cannot declare attack in a turn special summon, but it's amazing. You can simply summon any monster without having to be worried that you don't have all the cards in your hands. It's amazing. I love these cards. So yeah. And then I have the Abysmal Guardian in my hands and the Destiny Hero Malicious. Good card. So now my opponent has in his hands 2 Umbral Bulls, and I can fucking put in that card for some fucking reason. Well, it's a magic card, screw it. So my plan was to try and My plan was to try and bring a tournament monster to the field, but this guy totally screwed me up. So I special summoned 3 monsters, 2 monsters, and now this motherfucker of hell. This is number 102 star Cipher Sentry, and the fucker just blew off my strategy, and so I had to make another one. So now he's activating this card that I totally don't know what does. No, that's a lie. What it does is that you can simply bring another monster, XYZ monster to the field when rung up. Basically his ass. Fuck it. So yeah, he's going to bring another monster with 1 rank up, and it destroys my security, and I summon this guy because fuck it. At least he will defend me for what I need. At least that's what I thought he was going to do, because I don't know this name card, and I didn't read it. I should have read it, but I didn't. So I didn't know that this card could simply negate this monster effect, but it seems it can't. So yeah, when I saw this, I thought, Jesus, I completely screw up. But I was lucky, and Magic and Amulet was here. Now I summoned in the tricks a Stereo, which is a good card, to negate magic at draft cards. And thankfully, I had the Fetish Chain. The Fetish Chain just got to my hands, and I was very lucky about that. So I sent the Abyssal Guardians on the field. When this guy goes to the graveyard, he causes 800 damage to my opponent, and he simply hands the battle phase. Imagine that my opponent has several monsters. This little guy simply helps me out. And yeah, and I have the Snare. This card is amazing. So if your opponent declares an attack, imagine he's a direct attack or something like that. This little fella makes that attack is negate for 3 turns, and your opponent cannot change the battle map. So it's amazing, this card. Yeah, it's anime, fuck it, I don't care. So yeah. So now he has another thing here. Now I activate my chain. So I totally scream up. When I activate this card. I totally screw it up for him. I don't know, but I can imagine my opponent calling me several names because of this. So he activates his card. I don't even care what card it is because I didn't even read it. I just activate the Naturia effect, and fuck off, magic card, spell card, whatever. Just get out of here. So yeah, that's screw him over completely. So now I send this card. I think I attack first. So now I sent the Plague's Reaper zombie or whatever his name is, and hope for the best. So yeah, now he's going to summon this motherfucker. The Masquerades, It cannot be destroyed by battle, and he can detach one's XYZ material from his cards and negates one of my attacks, and inflicts 800 damage to me. So yeah. So it basically, I don't actually know if I would be destroyed, but maybe no, because I have 2 effects in this monster. I don't know. So yeah, I suffer some damage, but my monster stays here. Supposedly the effect is negated, but maybe not because it's 2 effects. So yeah. And now he said this trap cards. So basically you can special summon 3 Umbra Horror Mirage tokens. Whatever. I got this card, it doesn't matter right now, because I'm not going to use it. So I will attack him, because why not? I can. And he activates the little guy. I knew, before you guys tell me anything, I knew perfectly well that the Masquerade could donate my special ability. I just wanted to use his materials as much as possible and as fast as I could, so if I needed for him to not negate it anymore. And thankfully that happened, because he just can't activate this shit once per turn. And luckily I had Destiny Hero Militias sent to my grave. So that was very good for me. So he activates his effect to negate mine effect. And now we special summon these tokens who have the same attack of the Harshfeet Sephar. And he may have thought that I was screwed up, but that's not the case. I had a plan. So yeah, he took damage, fucking care. Now I activate Militias, I bring another one to the field, and I have this little fellow with me. Now I special summon. Yep, that's it. So what happens? So I bring Red Dragon Archfeet Scarred Bright to the field, and what he does, he destroys every single special summon monsters on the field and causes 500 damage to my opponent. I simply scream over. And since he had already used his special ability, he couldn't activate again, because he wasted it. Yeah, now he took 2000 damage, and I will do this again. I'll bring my 2 monsters back to the field, and now I bring one of my favorites. My favorite dragon of all time, Blaze, King of Dark Dragons. This card, it's amazing. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And once this little guy takes damage, he simply gains attack equal to that damage. I love this guy. I love this motherfucker. My gosh. So yeah. And I end my turn. My opponent just gave up. So yeah, I won this by default. It was amazing. I love when I do something like this. Like, out of nowhere, it seems like I have no way out. No way of winning, and then BAM! I can do a miracle. Believe in him, in the heart of the clouds. Always. But yeah, the next one I'm going to show you guys completely streaming over. I really don't know what to say here because each win the same deck, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand. How is this guy still alive? It's impossible. This can't be right. Jesus Christ. I simply don't know what to do with this motherfucker, and I'm still thinking there was a bug. Maybe there isn't. You guys tell me what you think, because I really don't know. I will show you guys. Okay, so, yeah. My gosh, this deck. This deck. It's unbelievably insane. Really. How the fuck this guy did this, I don't know. So he has the Blasting Vein. He destroy one set spell trap card, draw 2 cards. He has the Contract Wind the Voids. Oh my gosh. And the measure of this card, I didn't even know it exists. So yeah, and don't blame me. There's more than thousands of Yu-Gi-Oh cards out there, so it's impossible for me to know everything. And I think most of those cards are anime cards because, fuck, seriously, cannot be real. So, what does it do? Activate while you have 3 or more cards in your hand, discard in your hand, special summon one Infernity monster from your graveyard. If you don't have Infernity monster in your graveyard, you can still activate this card if you have Infernity monster in your hand. Fuck it. So, Magical Mallet, Card of Sanctity, and the Burning Soul. Okay! So, just magic cards. I have a Mirror Force, Parasite to discharge, so I can special summon one Parasite Fusioner from hand, deck, or graveyard. Useful card. So, the Parasite plants, it's long. Okay, so basically you have one monster, you keep it with the Parasite Fusion, and one Parasite Fusion you control, send it to the grave, and special summon the Parasite Queen, and yada yada. The Stygian Security and my lovely friends visioned the Cubic Seed, so what the fuck. So yeah, let's start this motherfucker. My gosh. So he starts first, he activates this little card to draw 6 more cards if he can. So now he has another Burning Soul, a Magician Archive, Spellbook inside the pot. He has another Magical Mallet. He has the Philosopher's Stone and the Z-Zone. This is where it starts to get serious. Okay, so now he activates the card. And when he activated, I was really confused because there was no monster in the field. And I was like, okay, why is he activating this card? Am I getting this wrong? Because I think that he's supposed to have, I don't know. So when a creature is destroyed, you can hand this card from your deck to your hand. Pay half of your life points, switch this card, win 1 card in your deck or graveyard. If you activated that effect, after your results, hand this card from your deck to your hand. After you activate this card's effect by switching cards 3 times, its effect becomes the following. Target 1 face-up monster on the field, multiply its attack by the number of monsters your opponent controls until the end of turn. Okay, where's the monster? I was like, where is that goddamn monster? He has no monster to doing this right now. So yeah, now he has the card of variation, so he draws 2 cards and send 1 card to the grave or take 3000 damage. And then he activates another one, Philosopher's Stone. And I was like, what is he doing? You guys are seeing this, right? And there is the problem. Now he's going to do... Now, there is the motherfucker. The fucking is this card. But there's the thing. The Zero Gate of the Void. So, let's see if I get this card right. You must activate from your graveyard. If your LP becomes 0 while you have no cards in your hands or the side of the field, while this card is in your graveyard, special summon one Void Ogre Dragon. Okay, ignoring the summoning conditions. When this is destroyed, you lose the duel. You cannot lose the duel except by this card's effect. Okay, so let's get this straight. He can have cards on his hands or in his side of the field. Okay, and he can special summon the Void Ogre Dragon. If the Void Dragon is destroyed, he loses the duel. Am I getting this right? So now you guys will see why I'm so confused. Another Philosopher's Stone is activated. Another Philosopher's Stone is activated. My gosh. Now he's activating the mystical space typhoons to destroy the Z1 card and put it to the graveyard. Okay, now you will choose these motherfuckers to copy the cards. You have the same effects. Okay, and here is this fucker. So he had no one in the field, no monsters in the field, so he could summon this one. Supposedly that's when I get it. But then he sacrificed the Void Ogre Dragon to normal summon the Infinite Archer. So okay. And then he activates this fucker. My gosh. Seriously. I didn't know this card exists. Draw 3 cards and set your entire deck to the grave? What? I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What's happening here? He simply sent everything to the grave. And then he's all that. And now he special summoned this guy. And I was like, what? Now he takes damage. And he has no life points. Okay, so let me get this straight. Why is he... Okay, so he doesn't lose by no cards in his deck, and he doesn't lose by having 0 points. Supposedly the dragon wasn't destroyed, but sacrificed to send this guy to normal summon Infinite Archer. Okay, so it was not destroyed, I get it. But you guys will see my confusion on all this shit. Finally, I get to play, and I activate the Parasite Discharge. And I activate this effect to fusion summon a monster. So I fusion summoned Red of Plant Dragon Tapilia, and decide to use the counters on this guy. It really didn't matter. So I sent the Guardian and the Mirror Force. This guy still loses life points and he doesn't lose. And I was like, okay, so will you lose without deck? No, he doesn't. Okay. What to do next? How I make this guy lose? Can I make this guy lose? So now he attacks my Guardian, he loses 800, but he doesn't lose. Fuck this guy, really? What the fuck? I was like, how do I win? Is it even possible? How can I win this guy? So I tried to make a strategy to win. But for doing that I had to buy some time. So I set the qubit seed and simply try to buy some time and see what I could do. But I was thinking, how is this effect still in the game if the White Dragon is not in play? But maybe that's possible, you know? So yeah, now he activates this fuck. Again, he activates the 0 gate of the vault. Okay, now the Void Dragon is here. That's okay, but if I'm not mistaken, you guys listen. Jesus Christ, I'm so furious about this because I really don't get it what's happening. So yeah, you will destroy my monster, fuck it, I don't care. I still have my qubit, I'm still safe. That's what I thought. So, the next card is another Parasite Charge. It will not help me much right now, so I just pass. And now he attacks my qubit, and because of it, come on, just do it already. Because of it, I simply activate the qubit's effect, and it cannot attack any longer, or use his effects. So, I was okay, I was free of this guy, I had nothing to worry about. Still not the card I need. So yeah, I activated the qubit's effect again, because why not? I simply could, and put the bottle trap hole, because fuck it. So, the next card is the one that I thought it could save me. And simply end this shit. Because I thought, okay, maybe a effect can't win this. So I activated the Magician Archive to bring another card. So the card I chose was Numbers Evile, or whatever you call it, to bring a big box that has a fucking effect that you will lose. So basically, if you don't attack this guy in your next turn, you lose automatically the duel. That's the effect of this guy. It's like Exodia, but you have a turn to do your shit. So if you don't attack this guy, you automatically lose. That's the thing. But he doesn't attack because he can, because of the qubit's effect, and he doesn't lose. He doesn't lose. You may be wondering why I'm not attacking it when the C1000. It's because he cannot. This guy cannot attack. So I'll always put him in defense. So I was like, fuck, seriously? You cannot attack? What do I do now? Okay, I will just put another Parasite, see what I can do next. And then he does an attack again, and he doesn't lose. Supposedly he should lose, but he doesn't. So it seems that this card annuls everything. So finally, I thought, finally I can get rid of that guy and win this duel. Time Fusion. So activate Time Fusion, get rid of Harpy's Feathers Duster to bring a big boss. It's not a boss, whatever, it's a big monster on a big attack. Of course I cannot attack the first turn in Special Summon, but who cares? And I couldn't activate this card for some reasons. Maybe because he doesn't have cards in his deck, and supposedly if you activate this card while your opponent doesn't have cards in his deck, he loses because he doesn't have cards to draw. But okay, he didn't have cards, so maybe that's why I couldn't activate this one. So I special summon Ancient Gear Chaos Giant, a big ass monster. I couldn't attack right now, so I have to pass and wait and fight. So supposedly in my next turn, when I destroy this guy, the duel ends, right? But that's not what happened. That's not what happened, and I'm not getting why. So yeah, now I'm going to attack. See? I attack, he's destroyed. And the duel continues, and then he activates his shit again. And here he comes another, and I activate this bottle-ass thing. And he's out of field. And he activates this motherfucker again. And then I attack again. I destroy him. And it's no ending looping, because this guy attacks every monster on the field. And I attack again, and it goes on and on like this. So what I'm asking you guys is this a bug? Because supposedly in the 0 gauge of the void, it says special summon one void Ogre dragon, ignoring the summoning conditions. When it is destroyed, you lose the duel. You cannot lose a duel except by this card's effect. So what I'm asking is, why didn't he lose? I destroyed his monster several times, and he still goes. So what the heck happened? Is this a bug from the system, or did I get it wrong? I don't know, did I get something wrong from this card? I don't get it, because seriously. Supposedly, from what that card says, he should have lost. I don't think it's because of the one card effect. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. So I don't get it. Why doesn't he lose? Simply, he doesn't lose. I go on and on trying to... I destroy this motherfucker several times, and there's nothing I can do. What I can do? The only thing you can do is put those cards out of play, but I don't have nothing in this deck to do that. And I have no choice but to simply give up. What could I do? I destroyed the Void Dragon several times, and the duel doesn't end. Even the 1000th effect doesn't work. So yeah, I was kind of pissed off about this, because it's totally stupid. The effect of this card specifically says that if you destroy the Void Dragon, the duel ends. And it didn't end. This is that kind of deck, that kind of duel that you are destined to lose, and it's so fucking unfair. I admit it, I have made my own unfair decks, but not like this. Come on, this is completely something out of this world. Of course I give up, because there was nothing I could do. I will not wait for 21 turns for my deck to simply go without cards, so I just give up. I have nothing in my deck that could help me in this situation. And I think there's some kind of bug here, because there's no way that this can be right. I get it that he has 3 cards, zero gate of void in his graveyard, but I destroyed the void dragon more than 2 times. I destroyed him at least 4 times, and he doesn't die. He simply comes back again and again and again and again. It doesn't make sense. So you guys tell me what you think, what's going on, if I'm just being completely ignorant of what's going on, or if it was really a bug, or if there is a way to beat this tag. Because I'm not seeing how you beat this if he keeps summoning the Void Dragon. I mean, come on, he doesn't have life points, he doesn't have cards on his deck, and he still goes on. What the heck? I never knew that something like this could happen. In a million years, I never thought that you could still go on without cards and without life points, and still go on playing until your opponent simply gives out because there's nothing you can do about it. Not even the 1000 effect did shit, and his effect is almost like Exodia's effect. You automatically lose if you don't attack this guy. And my opponent didn't lose for some shit reason. So yeah, I will admit it, I was pretty pissed off about this. I got a bit pissed off about this duel because, and my opponent was kind of mounting me. When I asked him when I told him that this was an unending looping thing, he simply started to mount me, and that really got me pissed off, because I read the goddamn card, and the card says that if you destroy the Void Dragon, the duel ends. So I'm not getting. You guys tell me if this is a bug, or if there is another way to defeat this guy, because I'm not seeing it. Come on. The only way I'm seeing this, if this is a bug, the only way I'm seeing this thing to end on my favor here, it would be to have, how is that goddamn card name? I don't remember the names. That card that you can select 5 cards from either graveyard and banish for the game. That's the only card I can see that could have helped me. But I don't have that shit in my deck. Who the heck has that shit in his deck? So yeah. Man, I'm really pissed off about this shit. I was like, God damn it. This is not possible. Even those decks that I make that are insanely unfair, there's always a way to beat those decks. And this one I don't see a way around. Simply, I don't see it. And unfortunately, I didn't have the first turn. Maybe if I had the first turn, I could have done something. Who knows? I could have summoned Naturier, for example. But I didn't have him, so that screwed me over. So yeah, I'll leave you guys for now. I'm really pissed off about this shit. Please subscribe and tell me in your comments up below what do you think, if this is a bug, if there is a way to beat this deck, if I'm being a complete moron and it's an obvious answer to this question I'm having. And yeah, punch that like button in the face like the motherfucker he is. That is all for now. I'll bite you till next time. See ya. Motherfucker.